Welcome everybody to Scene Stars with your girl Dolores and J News. We're going to be doing a lot of reviewing because we did a lot of previewing before we left. We hope everybody had a happy holiday, whatever you celebrate. And J News, did you have a good Thanksgiving or
I
whatever
mean,
holiday you may have
it
spent?
worked. It worked out. It all worked out at the end of the day. I'm still here, so it all worked out.
Listen, I think I ate a little bit too much. A little too much. Ladies and gentlemen, in the comments, oh, good morning, ALW. How are you doing? Uh, Again, we're gonna keep going hard for this. Please support the wrestling club. I think I have the graphic I made. Might not. Nope, don't. That's one thing I forgot. Support them. The link is in the chat for the donation right here. So make sure you do that. First things first, we're gonna do some reviewing. Also, ladies and gentlemen, why is this thing so big? Like it just does not want to be small today. I left for a weekend and it act like you don't know what it want to do with itself. But did you watch some of the wrestling? Did you enjoy it? How was it since we've been gone?
Um. So, in full transparency, as I like to do with everybody when I'm on these internets, no, no wrestling at all for me at all whatsoever. The reality of the situation is that from a mood standpoint, mentally, I just wasn't in it. I trust me, folks. I always catch up with the highlights and I know what the results are and stuff like that. But actually, sitting down to watch a wrestling show has not happened in the last, I don't know, maybe 10 days or so. So, yeah.
I I must admit, I literally watch these shows,
Mm.
and 99% of them realized I went to sleep during the middle of it. And then yesterday, I was like, I gotta get it in. I've gotta get it in. And I sat here and watched up until this morning,
Wow.
trying to make sure I got all the shows in. So I only realized I hadn't retained all the things I wanted to keep. So we're definitely going to be reviewing and previewing because, ladies and gentlemen, once you see all that we have to review, you'll understand what I mean. I can't retain every match that
It's
I saw in my brain.
it's a lot, and even if you're not watching every single piece of content that's out there wrestling wise, even if you're sticking with one particular company, it's still a lot of content
Like,
to keep up with. So let's get into it, man.
okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start off with on the 16th, we had the Wrestling Revolver show
Mhm.
Unreal. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we had Manders, Alex Price, Charlie Tiger, Carl Radrick, and Shane Mercer defeat Bobby Flacco, Facade, I think that's how they pronounce it. Fego de Sol, Hunter Drake, and Sam Stackhouse. Okay. Maki Ito defeated Kylie Alexa. Matt Cardona defeated Mike Bailey. I want to say I was very sad about that one. Okay. In another title match, Jordan Oliver defeated Masha Slamovich. Our guest for tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you're here 10:30. 10:30 p.m. We'll have Sin Chandler Jackson down to the cookout so we can feed him real good. He defeated Mike Jackson. Okay. Mike tried to give him a fight, but he couldn't beat him. Okay. Uh, we had Richard Holiday defeat Caleb Conley. We had the Insane Clown Bussy, which was Alley Catch, Effie, and Violent J defeat George South and the Mortons. Listen, Carrie and Ricky father son, they got it down packed together. But George wasn't feeling it, and so he just walked up out of there. He was like, "I ain't dealing with this. I ain't got to deal with it," and he left. For the GCW World Title, we had Blake Christian, the champion, defeating Billy Starks, and in a hardcore match, Joey Janela defeated Matt Warner. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I can personally tell you I can retain the next set of matches because we were live on True Hill Heat Gaming channel, and also you can see we re-aired it on our channel. It's on the playlist called True Hill Heat and the Workhouse Wrestling Network. We watched GCW's going and going, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, I first gonna say I had a beef, and this was the beef. The beef was they said it was supposed to come on at 10 o'clock.
Mhm.
We all, because I have to have everybody double check behind me on graphics. 10 o'clock. Immediately, 10 o'clock, I run over there, log in. DCW has changed it to 11 o'clock.
Oh,
And I had to come back to the channel, finish all our streams, go back over to True Hill Heat, and then we were there till about almost 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I said, why, Jesus? You all need to stick to earlier start time. Stop doing me like that.
because it was probably a West Coast show, right?
Yeah, it was in California.
Mm.
For a non-title match, we had Jordan Oliver versus defeating Alex Price. Good match. I would say the show overall was good. It kicked it up towards the end, and I was like, I felt like a little schoolgirl screaming at people. Mikey Ito defeated Nicole Matthews. Jimmy Lloyd and Sawyer Rett was a no contest because that match wasn't scheduled. They put it in to only lead to the next match, which two of the many tag teams in this wasn't in this in the beginning. So they all just started fighting each other. Okay. So we had for the GCW tag team title, Violence is Forever, defeating and continuing to hold their championships against Jimmy Lloyd and Sawyer Rick, who had the team together since their match was messed up. The second gear crew and the Bollywood boys. Yes, the Bollywood boys are still wrestling out here in the street. Uh, then we had Los Desperados, which is Ares, Gringo Loco, La Tigo. I think that's how you pronounce
Mhm.
it. Defeating the listen, it's early in the morning. This is J News kind of thing. I can give you the New Japan some of their names. But when we get over into CML and all the rest of that, you got me. Uh, Loretta Kid and Ray Ares.
Mhm.
Uh, our boy, who's gonna be here tomorrow, Santana Jackson, beat Matt Cardona. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you, if you haven't seen the short, me and my co-host Sammy decided to have during this match a Michael Jackson song off. That means like I would say, like he would say, you know he bad, and I would be like Dirty Diana, and we would just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. The little short clip I put onto YouTube isn't can't compare to how we just sat there had a good time, just going back and forth. And I can only imagine what's going to happen tomorrow. Then you had Thrusty, which consists of Alley Cash, Dark Sheik, and Fe defeat Sovereign. Okay, and then for the GCW World Title, Blake Christian defeated Scoff. Okay, so that was a good show. Let's get some of the comments. Yes, we were off a week. You just watched Survivor Series. You missed a lot. Listen,
Yeah,
I had
I
a
mean, at the end of
I
the
had a
day,
time with Survivor Series.
at the end of the day, I think the wrestling year so far in 2023 has been a jam-packed one all around, right? Indies, mainline companies and stuff like that. And there was a lot of wrestling in the last 10 days, like a lot of it. And
Yes.
I think a lot of people deserve the time off. Come back to it later on and go from there, you know.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I know my brother ALW is sad, but we had a public. This is the first time we've done this. A public, like where we showed our predictions
Hmm.
for Survivor Series. And like I promised you all, I'm gonna come in here acting brand new. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, your girl won. Your girl won. Okay? Listen, sitting on my throne. That's I am of the people. Okay? So
Very good.
me and Jay News are seeing stars champ. And I'm working on Wrestling Network champ. And then hopefully coming up, I can be named that superstar champ and then I can just bring my kingdom together. Okay?
Triple Crown champ. Triple
So
Crown champ.
that see y'all know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to bring all these championships home, ladies and gentlemen. The next thing which I saw, which Hood Slam, I appreciate your uniqueness, but I also know somebody had to be to put to have. I watched Cereal Man, which is the man with a cereal box on his head.
Mhm.
Have a whole discussion about maybe pan frying a little roof. Uh, yeah, it was the whole. I lost brain cells. I don't smoke, so I didn't. It wasn't as great as I. But you know what? For you all, I watched it. We had the glam tag match, ladies and gentlemen, on Hood Slam Red, where Hot Daddy, yes, I said it right. Hot Daddy defeated Rob Haynes. We had Maki Ito and Sawyer Rick defeat Dark Sheet and Viperous. We had Brooke Havoc with Rob Haynes in her corner defeat Johnny Robbie.
Mhm.
Stereo Man and Richard Shanari, I think that's how you pronounce it, defeated the New Era Dogs. Okay, that's they version of the War Dogs. New Era Dogs. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I need you to go. There we go. The Intergalactic Tag Team title contendership three-way. Yes, it was the Boom Gang. Yes, I said that right. The Boom Gang
Mhm.
defeating Mac Daddy and Mighty Mara and the Lost Treasure. See, that's what just by listening to it, you now know what I say, J News. You got to be real smacked to enjoy this show. I was
I
in it.
at the end of the day, I would say that when you need to be in a certain state to do and or watch something, it's not
Hmm.
for me, right?
Yeah,
Um,
that why I didn't
this,
even recommend this. I was just like, I'm gonna fight this bullet.
yeah,
I bit it all right. I
there it
bit it out.
is.
Anton Voorhees defeated Sandra Moon for the best athlete in the East Bay title four way. Kenny K defeated El Chupacabra and Juice Lee and Rick Scott Stoner. Okay? Yes, he does come out. Mhm. Now we're into see what I do for you all. Now, me, the first time I saw Hood Slam was with Sammy. And it was, we had been watching like 4 or 5 pay-per-views that day.
Mm.
By the time we got there, we were too sleepy to care, and it was too funny. They literally had like a satanic looking symbol in the middle of the ring. Serial Man came out. A man with one leg came out. They literally called him one leg, and that it was a show. And trust me, I was here for it.
Mm.
So next up on the 17th and the 19th, we had the New Japan Road shows, right?
Right.
So I'm gonna let J News give you the rundown for this.
All right. So we had, um, I guess this is a tag team match at the beginning. So we have Minoru Suzuki, Shota Umino, and Tiger Mask. No, four is a four on four. Wait, this is a little confusing here. All right. Anyways, so Suzuki, Umino, Tiger Mask, and Yuji Nagata defeated Los Ingobernables de Japón, Bushi, Takahashi, Shingo, and Yota Tsuji. Then we had the House of Torture members Dick Togo, Evil, and Yoshinobu Kanemaru and Yujiro defeated just five guys: Doki, Sonata, Taka Michinoku, and Yuya Uemura. We had the never open weight 6-man tag team title match, which included the champions Chaos, Kazuchika Okada, Tomohiro Ishii, and Hiroshi Tanahashi, defeating Ren Narita, Ryusuke Taguchi, and Tomoaki Hanma. And that was the show on the 17th. As we continue on, let's see, we had other matches on the 17th. We had Tenkoji. So it was Hiroyoshi Tenzan and Satoshi Kojima and Togi Makabe defeating Oleg Boltin, Oscar Loibe, and Yudo Nakashima. Master Wato and Toru Yano defeated the Bullet Club of Gato and Taiji Ishimori by disqualification. I don't know what the hell happened there. I'm sure the Bullet Club did something to get DQ'd. So I'm sure that's how it broke down. Chaos members Hiroki Goto, Yo, and Yoshihashi defeated the United Empire of Kala Newman, Great Okan, and Hanare. And then we had an NJPW King of Pro Wrestling title match with a special guest referee, Yoshinobu Kanemaru, as Tai Chi defeated Sho. So Tai Chi is now the New Japan Pro Wrestling King of Pro Wrestling Champion. And that was on the 17th there. Did you watch this show at all, Dolores? You did. You're muted. You're muted, Dolores. You're muted.
For those who watch Workers Wrestling Network, you understand I have the fight of the century with the mute button. That is, I watched it only because I had watched it and went to sleep live. I watched each one of these live, went straight to sleep, like middle of it. And as I was doing the rundowns again, I was like, let me go back and watch. And when I got to the last match, I was like, I'm definitely gonna have to watch this because I want to know why. Why did we do this? And so I was, as the show goes on, especially when we get into World Tag League,
Mhm.
I was confused by Ghetto's looking before.
Mhm.
I'm even confused.
Yeah.
It's like it's like first of all, ladies and gentlemen, over the next couple of weeks, we seem like we're going to be having the same things over and over and over and over and over again, which is frustrating because I want to keep you all informed. So when we get to the end, you'll know how we got here.
Mhm.
But watching the same thing repeatedly makes you want to bash your head.
It does, and I think this is for those folks watching who aren't used to seeing me on True Heel Heat. I'm gonna bring this point here. There's a reason as to there's a reason as to why I don't watch a lot of the Road 2 shows or the lead up shows. There's a lot of tag team matches, and I'm a proponent of tag team wrestling when the tag team wrestling has a purpose to it, right? Not
Yeah.
just for filling the card and there to be back and forth wins with 50-50 booking. Like, to me, it just doesn't make any sense in that way. It doesn't necessarily build feuds. It just, it's like I tell SP3 all the time, I'm all for my good brothers getting paid, but damn, it's just a lot of nonsensical booking and guys in the ring putting work in. A lot of people are very used to, in Japanese wrestling, it's but it's just the road shows are meant for people to build chemistry. You don't need 7 shows in a row to build chemistry.
I know we listen.
If you ain't got it, you
The
ain't got it.
World Tag League is 16 shows
Mm-hmm.
of pure, just like here, there, everywhere. And I was just like, and then he wrote 2 shows leading up to. I'm glad there was only 2, but I was just like, why are we doing these 2?
That's the
And
thing.
then they introduced new people to me that this is my thing about the app now. If you're going to have these shows, at least have them in English like you used to, so I can keep along. Now we have a commentary and new people, and I'm trying to learn their names, who they are. I'm not as deep down in the backstory of New Japan like maybe J News is. So it's like I want to learn about these people, and I'm just like, oh, this new
There,
man just showed up.
there's a new there. The thing is that a lot of the time when they do present new talent, for example, right? I think they have like one or two new young lions that have been
Mhm.
that have debuted in the last week or so, due to the World Tag League and whatever else. The lead up shows, right? These Road 2 shows leading up to the World Tag League, I thought because we had the Road 2 shows, we were just going to get straight up World Tag League matches in the World Tag League. We're not even getting that. We're still getting build up to even bigger multi man matches before the World Tag League matches start. And it's like, so what's the point of the? What to me, it's like, what's the point of the Road 2 shows? You know,
Just
I was like,
aggravation.
that's really what it does, because I understand the young lions getting the reps. You understand what I'm saying? Like the young lions need the reps because they're young lions, but it's like everyone
Mhm.
else. It's like, yo, send them home or let them do Japanese indies. You know what I'm saying? There's no need to have these 8-man, 6-man tag team matches. One, if they're not for titles. Two, if they're not really progressing storylines. Because a lot of the time they don't progress storylines. It's just the same
Yeah.
stuff. It becomes repetitive, to your
Yeah.
point. So it's like, what are
Yeah.
we doing? I would have thought that they would have learned from the pandemic era stuff, where it's like, okay, you can't have many people in the arena. We're gonna have these one-off matches, and it's like it was better that way. They should have kept on running with that instead of going back to this multi-man match stuff, because a lot of the time is just super repetitive. It doesn't progress anything, which is really more or less the point of it all, right? The progression of storylines, the progression of feuds, and things of that nature. You're just having practice matches at this point, and it's like you can do that off the air. You can have practice
Yeah.
matches off the air.
That's
So
listen. Some of these are, and I've gotten to like the past couple of days. I've been wrestling fatigue, where it's like, am I watching this again? I cannot believe. And so we are now, as J News has gotten us here. We're
mhm.
on the second road to show.
Second Road 2 show, yeah. So we had
Mhm.
Tenkoji with Minoru Suzuki and Yuji Nagata. They defeated members of the CMLL roster: Atlantis Jr., Soberano Jr., Tiger Mask, and Toge Makabe. We then had the Bullet Club. The Commiseration of Bad Luck Fale, Jack Bonza, and Taiji Ishimori defeated the Monster Sauce team of Alex Zane and Lance Archer with Ryusuke Taguchi. TMDK members Kosei Fujita, Mikey Nichols, and Shane Haste defeated Gates of Agony, Bishop Khan, and Toa Leona, along with Yuto Nakashima. We then had Chaos, Tomohiro Ishii, Itoru Yano, and Yo defeated House of Torture's members Dick Togo, Evil, and Yujiro Takahashi. Master Wato, Ren Narita, and Shota Umino defeated United Empires, Callum Newman, Great O'Khan, and Hanare. The United Empire keep taking these losses. I don't understand why. I just wanted to throw that out there. We had Hayata, Kaito Kiyomiya, and Ryohei Oiwa of what the hell? Noah fame, defeating Bullet Club War Dogs, Alex Coughlin, Gabe Kidd, and Gato. So that was the 19th. And then last match here, Road to Show, we have Bishiman, Hiroki Goto, and Yoshihashi, along with Tomoaki Hanma, defeated the Gorillas of Destiny's, El Phantasmo, Hikuleo, and Jado. And then we had Los Ingo, Benables de Japón, Bushi, Hiromu Takahashi, Shingo Takagi, and Yoda Tsuji, along with Zandokan Jr., defeating Just Five Guys, Doki, Sonata, Taichi, Taka Michinoku, and Yuya Uemura. Two Road 2 shows, 2 losses for Just Five Guys, and 1 win with Taichi winning the NJPW
I I just
King
can't
Pro Wrestling
understand.
Championship.
It's like if you're a champion, you gotta just lose constantly. In New Japan, it's like you
Yeah,
you
because
won something.
if you're in a tag match, and as long as you don't get pinned, it just doesn't count towards your individual record and your championship reign. That's the logic of it, but it is what it is at this point.
Makes you want to jump out a window. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on the start of the World Tag League, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, Atlantis Jr., Sabanaro Jr. defeated Just Five Guys, as we were just talking about. Doki and Taka Michinoku Monster Sauce with Minoru Suzuki and Yuji Nakata defeated Bullet Club. Ladies and gentlemen, that match. That's one of the matches I could say I could deal without. Just Five Guys defeated Los Ingobernables de Japón and Zendikon Jr. That's how you pronounce
Mhm.
it.
That's right.
Yeah, Zendikon is somebody who just showed up for me because you have to remember, I when we took a break before, and then I came back, and then now I'm like Zendikon, you sound like you're alien,
Yeah.
and you just showed up on
He,
my screen.
he's a CMLL guy that got partnered with the Big Suge, and
Yeah,
for World Tag League, he's to me, at least from my watching of CMLL, he's not one of the more popular guys, but it is what it is.
we had the Gorillas of Destiny defeat Chaos. Uh, Now we're into the World Tag League. This is the part that we are really interested in. Blockade matches. That's what's on this show. Just blockade matches. We had TMDK, Mikey Nichols, and Shane Hayes get the 2 points by defeating the Gates of Agony. We had Kaito Kayamiya and Oyawa, right?
Mhm.
Get
Correct.
2 points defeating Bullet Club War Dogs, Alex Coughlin and Gay Kid. We had Ren Narita and Shota Umino get 2 points by defeating the United Empire, Great Khan, and Hanare. So, if you could pick one of those matches, what would you go back and watch?
Yeah, I'm not
No, no.
sure.
Jesus.
I'm not sure. I'm not
I
sure,
would
man. Look,
say the one I would recommend for everybody probably would be
the
it's
second match.
I yeah, that or the last match was pretty good.
Okay. All right.
Wasn't up to like the normal like shooter like I'm gonna just go out guns blazing, but it was good. It was a hard hitting match.
Okay.
So now we on day two of the World Tag League. Gates of Agony defeated Oscar Lube and Homna.
Mhm.
Kato Kamiya, Oleg Bolton, Oyoa defeated United Empire. Masperado, Ren Narita, Shota Umina, and Tiger Mask defeated the Bullet Club. House of Torture, boo! They defeated TMDK. Then we are now in the Block D set of matches. Alonso Jr. and Sabanaro Jr. defeated Minoru Suzuki and Nagata. We had Monster Sauce, Alex Zane and Lance Archer defeat Rogue Army. That's Bad Luck Fale and Jack Bonsai, right?
Mhm.
Then we had just five guys. Tachi and Yuya defeat Yoda and Zandakin. Again, I was like, Zandakin, why are we here? The Gorillas of Destiny defeated Bishamon to get there too. So at the end of this day, we had Sabanero, Monster Sauce, Just Five Guys, Tachi and Yuya, and Gorillas of Destiny with 2 points. Again, we're at a point where by this day, I think I had said to myself, I don't know if I can go any longer after this.
You
I'm
know what's
fighting a good
interesting?
fight.
You know what's interesting? That in their first block action, the tag champs lose their match. I don't understand that booking per se, but I'm assuming they'll end up losing their titles on the way, or this is going to be one of those storylines where they're gonna, I guess, as the champions, they'll go in as underdogs, and then they'll win the good fight. I don't know. It just seems strange that they lose their first match in block action.
Listen, by then I was just like, wow. And then I started looking at, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to preview the upcoming World League that will until we come back next Monday. I'm going to say, I feel like I'm just saying the same stuff over and over. As I put it in, it was like, I feel like Back to the Future, where I'm just like, I'm going back to talk about the same things over and over. Ladies and gentlemen, Nakashima defeated, how do you pronounce it?
It's
Katsura.
Katsuya Murashima.
See, that's why Jay News here. He just say things that your girl just can't do. Bullet Club defeated Atlantis Jr., Sabanero Jr., and Tiger Mask, Los Ingobernables de Japón, and Zendekin defeated Master Wado, Minoru Suzuki, Homna, and Nagata. I really didn't understand why Master Wado is just horribly losing like this constantly.
I I don't know. I don't know.
Bishamon with and Oleg Bolton defeated Monster Sauce and Oscar Luber. Just five guys consisting of Doki, Taichi, Yuya defeated the Gorillas of Destiny, which was ELP, Hikaleo, and Jado.
You know, somebody made an
They
interesting comment on Twitter since I've been back on Twitter. Somebody made an interesting comment about Yuya Uemura not looking happy during this current
you
World
don't.
Tag League tour. Like he looks miserable, and he doesn't necessarily know if it's a work. Like if Yuya's gonna turn on just five guys, or if, like legitimately if Yuya's just miserable on tour. So,
He looks so sad. I'm like, do you want to come back to Impact? Because I don't know what's happened to you since then.
oh man,
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back to Block A match. Okay, Chaos, Tomohiro Ishii, and Toriano. Toriano gets a win, ladies and gentlemen. Gets
clean.
2 points by defeating the Gates of Agony. Yeah, they just said we putting everybody together. United Empire, Great Khan and Hanare finally get 2 points by defeating Tato Kayamiya and Oyoa. Uh, the Bullet Club War Dogs of Alex Coughlin and Gay Kid finally get 2 points by defeating Ren Narita and Shota Umino. Remember, feel like we back in the same page. Uh, TMDK gets 4 points. Now they have 4 points because they have beaten somebody for the second time. And this time they did the Lord's work by beating the House of Torture, Evil, and Yuzuru Takahashi. Listen, I was excited about it. I was excited by that. So right now in TMDK, they
They're on
they
top.
they doing the Lord's work.
Mhm.
Yes. Day four. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I said day four. We are with Master Wado, Ren Narita, and Shota Umino defeating the Gates of Agony and Utero Nakashima. Listen, I just want to know, did the Gates of Agony come just to lose?
It
Did they
just
just
it
lose?
seems that way. It seems that way. I mean, at this point, from what I can gather and what I've watched from them over the last couple of years, they seem to be a pretty credible tag team, and they've been making
Yes.
on AEW TV and ROH TV in the last couple of months. So to see them lose, I know for them it's just more or less of the experience in Japan, right? But it's like make them seem
You
credible.
deserve better.
Yeah, they deserve better. And mind you, this is what night 4 of the World Tag League. They've lost everything.
Yeah.
They ain't won once.
It's like I want to cry out for help for you. It's like that friend, or I'm gonna say it from a female standpoint, when you got that girlfriend that you like, you deserve better. Okay, you shouldn't be putting up with all this mess. Okay, that's what I want to say to Gates of Agony. You deserve better. But also at AEW, when I have to see you stand there while
Yeah,
Swerve is walking straight face and Nana is getting his party on, I am like, you deserve better. I know you can do better. Chaos and Taguchi defeated the Bullet Club. Listen, again, Taguchi is going from the back of the pack to like he in the middle going towards the top. I
he'll
want to
be
say
back down.
boo. Yeah. House of Torture defeated Los Ingobernables de Japón. That's a boo. That's a boo. TMDK, they won again, defeating the United Empire again. When I see Newman, I know somebody he gonna see the lights. Either he gonna see the lights or they gonna lose. Period. One or the other. That's
That
my clue now on predictions. When I see Newman, I feel lost.
that sucks to me because Callum's such a great talent, but it is what it is at this point.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we are on the block B of the World Tag League. Alexis Jr. and Sabinaro Jr. Defeated the Rogue Army. Uh, Yodo Suji and Zandikin defeated Minoru Suzuki and Yuji Nagata. Listen, I was shocked by this. I wasn't shocked. I wasn't shocked. I was shocked that Zandikin and Suji together combined to beat these two. I was like, at least I know these two got it. And fool me. Monster Sauce defeated Bishamon. And just five guys, they got another win. And they defeated the Gorillas of Destiny. So at the end of this day, Atlantis and Sabanaro had four. Monster Sauce had four. Just five guys had four. And Rogue Army had zero. Minoru and Nagata had zero. Bishamon had zero. And Gorillas of Destiny had two. How do
Night
you feel so far?
Night 2 of B block action has the champions with no points. What is going on right now? What is happening?
Yeah, you see what I said? When I said I was confused, I was even more confused. I was like, how does this happen? Oh,
Because if you're used to New Japan, if you're used to any sort of New Japan Pro Wrestling, you by majority in the last decade and a half, the champions usually don't win the tournaments, which is fine. But they don't
yeah,
necessarily look weak out of the gate,
bad.
And Bishamon ain't looking strong right now, man. That's not cool. That's not cool at all.
Yeah, that is a crime, man. That is a crime. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I think by then I had tipped my what is going on scale when we got to night day five. Okay. Alexis Jr., Oleg Bolton, Sabanaro Jr. defeated Monster Sauce, okay, and Oscar Lubin.
Mhm.
Chaos and Taguchi, again, Taguchi got a win. Defeated Bullet Club. We had, hold on, ALW, I love you. Just five guys defeated Master Wado, Minoru Suzuki, Homna, and Yuji Nagata. Now, I just want to point out, it seems like Minoru Suzuki and Master Wado are going down when they should somewhat be in the middle of going up.
Yeah.
Los Ingobernables De Japón and Zandikin defeated Gorillas of Destiny. We had Block A matches now.
Mhm.
We had Ren Narita and Shota Umino get another win, so they're at four, defeating the Gates of Agony. Okay. We had the Bullet Club, Alex Cobbler and Gay Kid getting another win at four, now defeating Chaos. We had Kaito Kiyomiya and Oyoa getting another win at four, defeating the House of Torture, doing the Lord's work, and now they're at two. TMDK, Mikey Nichols and Shane Hayes, they're at six, and they defeated United Empire, who is at two. So at the end of this day, TMDK is at six. You have Ren Narita at four, Bullet Club, Alex Coughlin and Gabe Kidd at four, Kato Katami and Oyawa at four. You have House of Torture, United Empire at two, and Gates of Agony still sitting at zero.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're gonna go. Look, man. At the end of the day, they're gonna go on a run. They're gonna go on a run. I think the Gates of Agony, they're gonna go on a run sometime soon. Sometime soon.
You just hoping for it.
Let's hope for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the last review of the World Tag League, not day six, we are on the Bullet Club defeating the Gates of Agony again. Well, home now, Takashima. I just might as well just tattoo Gates of Eggs be defeated on top of my forehead. United Empire defeated the House of Torture during the Lord's work. Chaos defeated TMDK, Kato Kayamiya, Bolton Oleg, Oyawa, and Oscar Lube with Ren Narita. No, they defeated Oscar Lube, Ren Narita, and Shota. Ladies and gentlemen, if you ever hear me say Bolton Oleg instead of Oleg Bolton, it's because in New Japan, they say
Right.
Bolton Oleg. And I cannot get that unstuck out of my mouth to say, Oleg. I'm like, no, that ain't his name. But we got the block beat, ladies and gentlemen. Monster Sauce. They on the road. They at 6. They beat Alexis Jr. and Sabanaro Jr. We had Bishamon defeat Rogue Army.
Look at that.
So Bishamon's at 2.
They're
Rogue
on the
Army's
board.
at 0.
They're on the board, Dolores. They're on the board.
Finally. Just 5 guys, Taichi and Yuya at 6. Minoru and Nagata, Big Fat 0. Yoda Suji and Zandikin is at 4. And they defeat the Gorillas of Destiny at 2. So at the end of this day, we have just 5 guys, Tachi and Yuya at 6. Monster Sauce, Alex Zane and Les Archer at 6. We have Atlantis and Sabanara at 4. We have Bishima at 2. And Gorillas of Destiny at 2. And Minoru Suzuki and Nagata at 0, and Rogue Army, which is Bad Luck Fale and Jack Bonzai at 0.
Yeah, they got the champions with 2. They got their both sets of their champions with 2 points apiece, and then yeah. I mean, hey, look, there's still time to turn things around.
Listen,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
pray. I pray that it works out for them. I really do. But at this point, it seems like if you were popular at a point, you ain't getting a shot. It's like we went from Master Water and me coming on Scene Stars at the time. His picture with the confetti raining down and him being like, I have a chance. To him begging for a friend and now he getting his butt kicked every time I look like. I'm like, how does this happen?
How do you push the kid and then literally you push him up and then you push him all the way down through the dirt at this point?
Now they pushed him. They pushed him right off the cliff. That's what they did. They was like, here you go. That's the best you gonna do. And I was like, why did you all do this to him? What was
So,
the
so
reason?
so it's like I kept telling people when he did win the Best of Super Juniors tournament. And I was like, he didn't peak yet, right? He's reached the base of the steps because he hasn't gone to the top of the peak yet. He hasn't reached the Grandmaster. He's gonna get pushed down a couple of more times. And this is just him getting his way to the Grandmaster. It's in the plan. It's in the plan, Dolores. This is all part of the grand plan.
They put him 6 feet deep. I need you to help him climb out at this point. It is bad. Ladies and gentlemen, the last show we're going to be previewing is GCW's Wrestlecade weekend. Even though it was Wrestlecade, it was only one day of show. Okay. We had Manders, Alex Price, Cole Redrick, and Shane Mercer defeat Bobby Flacco.
Wait, didn't we do
Fergal
this?
the Soul, Hunter. Oh, what do we?
Yeah. Hmm?
I thought we did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did. Okay, so now we're on the previews, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen. Previews. What about them previews? Okay. Come on, dude. This is the next. They have some funny names. Every time I have to do graphics, I can't help but giggle. You're gonna have Effie facing our boy, our guest tomorrow, Santana Jackson, ladies and gentlemen. Lufisto is gonna be facing. Can I pronounce that name right?
Unagi Sayaka.
See, that's why we got to do.
Mhm.
Masha Slamovich and Rina Yamashita versus Miracle Generation. That's Dustin Walker and Kylan King. Okay? And for the GCW World title, Blake Christian versus Alex Price. So I think I'm looking forward to like 3 or 4. They always deliver. Like they have sticky good matches. Especially my boy Santana Jackson. I need him to just keep this winning streak up. The next GCW show on 12/3. What's your choice? Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, for what's your choice, we have Alex Shelley versus ALW Twin Gringo Loco. Mike Bailey versus Maki Ito. Sorry. Hammerstone and Richard Holiday versus Charles Manson and Paro. Okay.
This is the first time I'm seeing Charles Mason outside of an HOG ring. So
Oh, he wasn't. Okay, listen.
is he a frequent?
And this is how I break it down.
Hmm?
He's a frequent flyer at GCW.
Mm.
And Pero is kind of like he has turned into this uh cult leader, like the name. And Pero is his big like muscle bodyguard who uh we watched the GCW show live where they took chains and got on the lift and hung him in Pero.
Wow. Okay then.
And Charles Mason has fought women. He don't care.
Okay.
You got a body, he's taking you out. For the non-title match was Rina Yamashita versus Tony Deppen. Most people know Rina Yamashita is the ultraviolet champion. That means when you hear she's having a match,
Mm.
she going past John Moxley.
Okay.
She's taking it to the limit. Uh, I'm gonna let Jay News say that again because I couldn't give you the
Una-
first time. That dog.
it is Unagi Sayaka.
Yeah, versus Billy Stark. Billy Stark's been killing the GCW.
That's cool.
And then we have for the GCW World Title, Blake Christian, the champion, versus Little Guido.
Like little Guido? Like ECW's little Guido?
They always make an appearance there. Listen,
Oh man,
I can't help it. Ladies and gentlemen, now let me go back to the graphic. We're going to now preview World Tag League. Okay? Yeah. It was so much in the World Tag League that I had to make a special section after this section. That's how bad it is. Okay? Let's see. Let's go back up. Here we go. First date, because they have a lot of dates till we come back on Monday. 28. They have a lot of dates till we come back on. I mean, a lot of dates. Bullet Club versus Los Ingobernables de Japón. Right now, they don't even know who's going to be the last tag team number one. Okay? Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we come on here and preview. If they don't know, we don't know. So you'll find out when we find out. Master Wato, Minoru Suzuki, Nagata versus the Gorillas of Destiny. Monster Sauce and Taguchi versus Just Five Guys. Atlantis, Sabonaro Jr. and Tiger Man versus Chaos. Block A matches. We're going to have Gorillas of Destiny versus Bullet Club War Dogs. We're going to have United Empire versus House of Torture. TMDK versus Chaos. Oyawa and Kaito Kayamiya versus Ren Narita and Shota Umino. Which of those matches you think you might be interested?
That last one.
Me
That
too.
last one. Yeah.
So now we're on to the next day because they like to do back-to-back dates. On the 29th, we have the Gates of Agony and Nakashima versus House of Torture. We already know how that goes.
Mhm.
Kato Kayamiya, Oleg Bolton, and Oyoa versus TMDK. Bullet Club versus United Empire. Ren Narita, Taguchi, Shota Umino, and Tiger Mask versus Chaos and Master Wado. I feel bad, Master Wado. You ain't got no home. Uh, Block B matches again. Rogue Army versus
It should
Suji. Ain't
be
got no partner. Technically.
no, he
It
does.
technically is.
Yeah, it's
Suji has a
Zandikin.
partner, but
Yeah.
yeah, but for some apparent reason, on this day, like when I double checked yesterday, they put question marks, and I don't know why. I don't know if Zandikin is gotten hurt or what's going on with Zandikin.
Uh, uh, mm, I don't know. I don't know.
I'm like, man, that's bad, Suji. You can't. Your partner hurt. I feel bad for you because you can't keep nobody. Minoru Suzuki and Yuji Nagata versus Guerrillas of Destiny. Monster Sauce versus Just Five Guys. Then we have Atlantis and Sabanaro versus Bishamon. Hope they win. Then we on to 12-1. Because mind
Mhm.
you, ladies and gentlemen, me and J News will be back on the 4th.
Right.
So we got up to the 4th to talk about.
Yeah.
Bullet Club versus Gorillas of Destiny. Atlantis, Sabanaro, and Tiger Mans versus Just Five Guys. Master Wado, Minoru Suzuki, and Yuji Nagata excuse me, versus Monster Sauce and Taguchi. Chaos and Ole Bolton versus Los Ingobernables de Japón. Again, they just hit question mark, which I was like, is this man hurt or what's going on? Because they're supposed to be Zandikin.
Mhm.
Uh, we have the Gates of Agony in a blockade match versus House of Torture. Blockade match, Kato Kayamiya and Oyawa versus TMDK. We have United Empire versus Bullet Club. We have Ren Narita and Shota Umino versus Chaos. Which one of those matches do you believe you might be interested in?
I don't know at this point. Honestly, there's a
It
lot
seems
to be
like the same
desired.
roller.
Yeah, there's a lot to be desired with the tag league this year. Um, so I really wanted to see as to what Ren and Shota can do together. So whatever
Mhm.
matches they're in, I'm always interested in. Um, the War Dogs I felt should have been strong out the gate, and they didn't book it that way. So we'll see. Um, and yeah, I'm just not a big fan of Zandokan Jr. So
Yeah, I
him
don't
teaming
think
with
they are
Suge,
either. That's maybe why he
yeah.
pushed you.
So him teaming with Suge, I don't know. So it's like, you know, uh, we'll see. We'll
Maybe
see.
soon I have a new partner coming up. We have two more sets a date. The second, because they like to work back to back dates. Uh, we have Oscar Lube and Nakashima versus Chaos, Gates of Agony and Bolton Oleg versus United Empire. The Bullet Club versus House of Torture. Mascherado, Ren Narita, and Shota Umino versus TMDK. Now we're on Block B matches. We have the Guerrillas of Destiny versus Rogue Army. Atlantis and Sabanaro Jr. versus Just Five Guys. Minoru Suzuki and Nagata versus Monster Sauce. We have Bishamon versus Yoda Suji
And
and the
Zandikan
question
Jr.
mark again.
It should be Zandikan Jr. The pirate looking
Zandikin,
guy,
he
folks.
was off.
The
Yeah, and
pirate
the
looking
crazy
guy.
stuff is Zandikin was on the shows listed, and then all of a sudden he just went. I'm like, are y'all still with Zandikin? Because that may be it. Uh on the on December the 3rd, which is the
Wow.
next day. because
Three
we
shows
on
in
the
a week?
road. We get they like to
Shoot.
work hard. We have the Bullet Club versus Just Five Guys. Atlantis Jr., Sabanaro Jr., and Tiger Mask versus Gorillas of Destiny. Master Wado, Minoru Suzuki, and Yuji Nagata versus Bishamon and Homna. Monster Sauce. One click it fast enough. Monster Sauce, uh, Oscar Lube and Taguchi versus Los Ingobernables de Japón. Uh, Block A, we have the Gates of Agony versus United Empire. We have Katokaya Miya and Oyawa versus Chaos. We have the House of Torture versus Bullet Club. We have Ren Narita and Shota Umino versus TMDK. Ladies and gentlemen, one more date to go. That's the
Mm.
day we come in, the 4th. That
So
means
there's
I'm going to be wide
four
awake.
4 days of tag league in a row.
Mhm, mhm. They
Wow.
said they don't care about that. And I said, go ahead. Uh,
Damn. And I don't even the
so,
WWE doesn't even do 4 days in a row. That's crazy.
they don't. Los Ingobernables de Japón versus House of Torture. Katokaya Miya, Oscar Lubre, and Oyawa versus the Gates of Agony and Ole Bolton. Ole Bolton just flopping back and forth. He like, whoever say you want me, I got you. Chaos and Homna versus United Empire. We have Ren Narita, Taguchi, and Shota Umino versus the House of Torture. Bullet Club versus TMDK. Now we're into Block B matches. Just Five Guys versus Rogue Army. We have Sabanaro Jr. and Alexis Jr. versus Gorilla Destiny. We have Minoru Suzuki and Yuji Nagata versus Bishamon. And we have Monster Sauce versus Zandakan and Yoda Zandakan, I need you to step your game up. Okay?
Oh man.
Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, because I in the last night about 1 a.m. jumped up and was like, I have to pick this week for my spotlight of the week. And it immediately came to me. My spotlight of the week this week is Mike Bailey. Okay. Mike Bailey is everywhere. And also, I must give a nod to his wife because the fact that she announces his shows and she has to pretend like she has no clue. Like she's not supposed to help her husband to do nothing. This weekend he had to face Matt Cardona with Steph Delander in the corner and Steph was cheating. She just had to be like, oh my God, he is cheating. He is beating Mike. I was like, that's your husband. But okay. But it was he has been everywhere. Now, Matt, you were wrong for what you said. He said he only come to GCW and other shows when he got the weekends off on Impact. That was wrong. He's been everywhere. Okay, he's been New Japan, GCW, Wrestling Revolver. He's been everywhere. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, before we do a little cleanup, we got a new section today, and in this new section, I am going to drop out on the face of the world. Okay, so J News
Yes.
has a new channel, ladies and gentlemen, and new socials
Oh.
he wants to promote, and so we will. Okay,
Yeah.
that's J News new your
Movie
friendly
podcast.
neighborhood movie.
Yes, yes. That's
So
the
J
movie
News,
podcast.
tell them about it.
Yeah. So sometime last year, I decided that I was gonna delve into the podcast space. Nothing on camera like I do here with Dolores or like I do with True Heel Heat. It's just straight audio, where I review movies and different TV shows that I like and things of that nature because I'm a frequent goer to the movie theaters. I love the movies. So I decided to create this podcast just so I can have conversational pieces on different movies that I watch in the theater and whatever shows I like. So you can check me out at whatever your favorite podcasting platform of choice is, be it Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, freaking Pandora, you name it, I'm on there. So check me out on there. My socials, as you can see here, is John L. YFNMG, YFNMG, your friendly neighborhood moviegoer. John L. being my first name, my government name, outside of everyone knowing me as J News. So that is the pod. And yeah, man, just check it out when you get a moment. Leave some nice reviews if you check it on the podcasting platforms. If you check it on the YouTube as well. Like I said, it's audio only, so it's just a recording with some waveform stuff sometimes. Check it out there. And as well, leave your comments, questions, or whatever else have you with the socials. You know, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram. Yeah, I'm on everything, man. So comment at your heart's desire, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. So thank you to Dolores for letting me plug this, and hopefully folks check it out when they have a chance.
Thank you for coming and working with WordPress Wrestling Network. We got a lot of cleaning up to do. I got to clean up. First, we don't have graphic for it yet, but we, Seeing Stars, will be taking a break after the 18th. Because you know it's the New Year. Christmas is on the Monday. New Year's is on the Monday. We got families, lives. We like to party. We got things to do. Okay, we can't come in, but we will do like we did this time. We will preview a lot of stuff and then come back and review a lot of stuff. Okay, then
Yeah,
get back on track
yeah,
because we know you are, especially Wrestle Kingdom coming up. It's gonna be a lot. Okay,
yeah. It's
so
definitely going to be a
ladies and
lot.
gentlemen, yeah, we already know. We already know the World Tag League will be something that will go to the end of December. So you'll be seeing this and the results at the end of December. We've already previewed 12-2 and 12-3. Uh, as of right now, we already know that 12-9, highest, highest in the room too. 12-21, they have a GCW holiday special. 12:30 will be the Nick Gage Invitational 8. Okay. And 12:31 is GCW The Aftermath. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, first things first. This is our schedule. There we go. Our schedule as of right now. So you're here with us 10 a.m. for Seeing Stars. Well, we see the stars from indies such as GCW, New Japan, all of those things. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Tuesday is the cookout. And this cookout tomorrow, we are going to hee hee and be bad all over you with our special guest from MJ Live and GCW, Santana Jackson. Make sure you watch on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter at 10:30 p.m. where all the gang come together to feed you real good with our special guest, Santana Jackson. Ladies and gentlemen, on Wednesday at 10:15 p.m., you will have ALW and Sammy talking WWE. They're going to review Survivor Series and go over Raw and NXT. Ladies and gentlemen, 10:15 on Thursday is Aftermath of Dynamite, where you get the reviews of all things AEW with ALW and Anika. So make sure you're there. I think they're reviewing Full Gear too. So make sure you're there. Ladies and gentlemen, on Fridays is Friday Night Fight, SmackDown, and Rampage. On Saturday at 11 a.m., it is Under the Radar with ALW and CM. On Saturday night at 8 p.m. is AEW's Collision, which is normally black girl matches, but sometimes we let the fellas come in just to, you know, take a peek in. And but on Sundays at 11 a.m. it is Into the Square Circle with ALW and Sammy. But they battle it out to see who's gonna be the Into the Square Circle champion. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna need you to go back and watch when they battled it out live the other day. Okay? Two grown men just having it out. Now I need you all to start paying attention because in the end I'm gonna see who is the best. And you all gonna have to vote on it. So make sure you watching. We are on all socials. You can find us on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Discord, Threads, TikTok, Instagram, everywhere, everywhere. Okay? You can find the Cookout Podcast specifically on Amazon Music, Spotify, YouTube Audio, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, and Radio Republic. We are now on Radio Republic, ladies and gentlemen. You see this icon on YouTube Audio, click it. You can listen to us live, like tomorrow when we have Santana Jackson on. And, because some people busy. You got a life. You got to work. Okay? You might not can see us, but you can listen to us live on YouTube Audio. Also, if you click the WWN watch along lingo, you will notice that you can listen to all the watch alongs live. That means while you're at work, driving the car, listen to us, have a good time, and doing watch alongs just for you. So make sure you're there. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I got to run around the block one more time. Because I did. Take that. And I got it with a perfect score. Yes, my dreams came true. I not only won, but CM Punk came back. Listen, you can't tell me God ain't great. One more time, make sure you click the link below for the wrestling club to donate to give these kids a once in a lifetime moment to go to WrestleMania. They get to see Punk. And make sure you also check out our brother Jay News' socials and his channel because we all support each other here. Okay.
Absolutely.
So as we
Absolutely.
normally do before I leave, let me get ALW. I know ALW. Yeah, he's a breakout star. I love him. If I get him on the show, I'll be happy too. Make that happen, ALW. You got Santana Jackson. You made me happy. My dreams come true. Oh, wait a minute. So I win. CM Punk comes back, but I also get to interview Santana Jackson. Ooh, ain't that great? Okay. So what would be live or pre-recorded? ALW. It'll be live. If you thinking about tomorrow will be live. So again, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to go. My wife machine even telling me it's time to go. It's time to go. So until then, we're gonna cut the lights out because me and J News, we got to go. And until then, you all have a great day. Bye.